Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when you're unable to launch Diablo 4 game on your Windows computer, or if you're facing crashing and freezing issue. And the steps are for Steam users. Even Battle.net users can perform the steps if the steps are applicable. Now the first step is to restart your computer. Simply restart your computer once, and after the system restart, launch the game. Do not ignore this step. Try this. Still you're facing the problem. Next step is to rename dstorage.dll file. Now for this, make a right click on the game over here, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Over here you can see dstorage.dll file. So in my case I've already renamed it, but you will see like this, dstorage.dll. So make a right click and then click on rename, and then you can rename it as dstorage old.dll, or you can rename it whatever you want, but rename this DLL file. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. But because of this, after you rename, when you launch the game, it should not be stuck on Blizzard Entertainment screen. That should fix the problem. But still you're facing the problem. Because of this, if you're facing any kind of trouble, you can just make a right click and you can rename it back to the original form. So try to rename it, and that should help you to get past the Blizzard Entertainment screen. Now the next step is to link Battle.net account to the Steam account. Now for this you can go to account.battle.net. So go to account.battle.net, and then over here go to connections. Click on connections. Now over here you can see Steam. In my case it is already connected. So if you see connect option like this, so click on connect, and if it is asking you to enter your email and password, you can enter your email and password. So first of all, open account.battle.net and then log in. If you don't have a Blizzard account, you can create a Blizzard account. Now once you create a Blizzard account, then you can go to connections, and then over here click on connect, and then enter your Steam email and password, and then you can connect to the Battle.net account. So once it is connected, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, just make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, any antivirus program you have, allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open settings, go to privacy and security if you have Windows 10, and then click on Windows security. If you have in Windows 11, it's privacy and security, then security. In Windows 10, it's update and security. So in Windows 10 settings, you will find update and security, and then click on Windows security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, click on manage ransomware protection. Now click on allow an app through controlled folder access. Click on yes to allow, and then click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Go to the game installation folder. If the game is installed in C drive, open C drive. If the game is installed in different drive, open different drive, and then open Steam folder, program files x86, and then Steam folders, Steam apps. Now open the common folder. Over here, open the game folder. Select the game exe file over here, and then click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box, and then click on control panel. Now click on system and security. Now click on Windows Defender Firewall. Now click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings on the top. Click on allow another app. Click on browse, and again go to the game installation folder. Open the game folder. Open the game folder, select the game exe file. Now click on open. Now click on add. In my case, it is already added. That's why it's telling me it's already in the list of exceptions. So it's already added. So if not added, add the game and then click on OK, and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to disconnect multiple monitor. Try launching the game on single monitor. Disconnect additional controller connected. Disconnect these devices. So if you have these devices connected, disconnect all the external devices which you are not using, and then you can launch the game. Now also, if you have these software running, make sure that you close this software. So make sure only the Steam and the game is running. The rest, close everything, including all your browsers. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt. Also perform clean boot. For this, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services. Make sure that you first put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services. Then you will see disable option, disable all. In my case, I already did it. That's why this option is grayed out. In your case, this would be highlighted. So put a check over here and then click on disable all, then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. So make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder and then make a right click on the game exe file and then select properties and then go to this tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click and launch the game from here. So instead of launching the game from Steam, do not launch from Steam, launch it from here. So make a double click and launch the game. If that does not work, make a right click once again, select properties and then again go to this tab and then put a check on the box which says disable full screen optimization and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Still you're facing the problem, then select properties and this time put a check on this box and then select Windows 8 and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Still you're facing the problem. Again, this time select Windows 7 from the list, click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Still you're facing the problem. In that case, uncheck all the boxes over here. If the game is not launching, still you're facing the problem, uncheck all the boxes and then click on apply, click on OK and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to verify the game files. Now this is important. So again, go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to the install files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. After the verification, launch the game. Next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website. Now over here, select your graphic card. Make sure that you select your product type. For me, it's GeForce. Now select your right series over here. For me, it's RTX 30 series notepad. If your notepad, select notepad. If your desktop, select desktop over here. Now select the right graphic card over here. So make sure that you select your graphic card over here. Now if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11 and then click on start search. And then the latest GeForce Game Ready driver right now is driver version 537.58. So you can click on get download and then click on download now. Now once the download is complete, run this exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see the screen. Click on agree and continue and then put a check on the box which says custom and then click on next. Now put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation and then click on next. Now after the clean installation, once this process is complete, first of all it will uninstall the previous version and then it will do a clean installation of the new version, and once this is complete you can restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. So if you have a laptop, then if your computer has a dual graphic card, then type in graphic settings in Windows search box, then click on graphic settings. Now click on browse over here and then again go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, select the game exe file. Now click on add. Now in my case the game is already added. Once the game is added, click on the game and then select options, then select high performance and then click on save and then launch the game. Also if you have a desktop, like desktop users, make sure that your display cable is connected to the graphic card slot. So in the back or in front of the tower, there might, in the back or the front, you will find a graphic card slot. So make sure that you connect the display cable, your monitor cable is connected to the graphic card slot. Sometimes it is connected to the motherboard slot. So in my case, let me show you over here. If you expand display adapter over here, I have inbuilt Intel graphic card and also have NVIDIA. So make sure that your monitor display cable is connected to the NVIDIA graphic card slot. So on the tower, make sure that you connected to the discrete graphic card instead of motherboard. In motherboard, you will have Intel card slot. So you connect to the discrete graphic card and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box and then click on View Advanced System Settings and then click on the first settings and then go to Advanced tab and then click on Change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 GB. So 16 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 49152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to close all the overlay applications. First of all, disable Steam overlay. Make a right click on the game, select properties and then turn off this option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game and then launch the game. Also close all the overlay applications. So if you have Discord, if you have overlay on in Discord, turn it off. If you have overlay on in GeForce Experience, turn it off. So close all the overlay application. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner or RivaTuner running, so make sure that you close all the overclocking application and then launch the game. Clean boot we have already done. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. So copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and download x64 and run both the exe file. Run both the exe file, that is x64 and x86. Run both the exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. Click on yes to allow. Again, if you see that you have to run both x86 and x64. Again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install and let the installation complete. Now once both the files are installed, you will see a restart option. So restart your computer and then launch the game. After this, restart is a must. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. You will see a restart option over here. So you will see restart like this. Make sure both are installed, then only restart your computer. Now you can restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now the next step is to update your Windows to the latest version. Now this is very important. Make sure that your Windows is up to date. So go to settings and then go to Windows Update or Update and Security in Windows 10, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, once it is completely installed, then restart your computer. And after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to, if you are able to launch the game, try window mode and lower down graphics settings. So if you are able to launch the game first. Now to go to graphics settings, so click on settings over here, go to options and then go to graphics. Now over here, select window mode and make sure that you select your graphic card over here and then select the right resolution. So if this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more. Now scroll down, turn off HDR. Now turn off VSync. Now scroll down and over here you can see performance and turn off NVIDIA DLSS and then turn off this disable NVIDIA reflex low latency and then scroll down over here. If the quality preset is set to ultra, you can select high, you can even go for medium, or you can even go for low quality, then save the changes and then check the performance. Now the next step is to update system BIOS. Now go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have Lenovo computer, go to Lenovo. If you have HP computer, go to HP website. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer, and then find the latest BIOS update available. And then install the latest BIOS. Now before you install the BIOS, in case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer. Then update the system BIOS. Now during the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. And after the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to use Google DNS server. Now for this, type network connections in Windows search box and then click on view network connections. Now select your network over here and then make a right click, then go to properties. And now over here you can see internet protocol TCV internet protocol 4. So click on properties and then put a check on use the following DNS server address over here. Put a check on this second option over here and over here type in 8888 then 8844 and then click on OK, click on close, and now you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to make sure, now because of you select the Google DNS server, because of that, if you face any kind of trouble, in that case you can always revert back, like make a right click, select properties and then select internet protocol version 4 and then click on properties and you can put a check on this option which is obtain DNS server address automatically and then click on OK, click on close and then launch the game. So try this Google DNS server. If that does not work, you can always go for automatic. Now the next step is to make sure date, time zone and region is correct on your computer. So on the bottom right over here you can see the date and time. Make a right click on date and time, then click on adjust date and time and make sure set time zone automatically and set time automatically, both are on over here. Then click on sync now. Sync now is important, and once the sync is done, now go to language and region and then make sure your country, the right country, is selected over here. Now the next step is to perform power cycle. To perform power cycle, shut down your computer and then unplug the power cable from the computer. And then press and hold the power button. In case of desktop, press and hold the power button. Once you disconnect the power cable, press and hold the power button on your desktop for a few seconds. It will release the static electricity from the computer. And then turn off Wi-Fi router, and then wait for few seconds after you turn off the router. After a few seconds, you can restart your Wi-Fi router and then restart your computer, plug in the power cable back, and then restart your computer. And after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to run this command. These commands are provided in the video description. Type in cmd in Windows search box, and then make a right click on command prompt app, and then click on run as administrator. Click on yes to allow. Now copy all these commands one by one, paste it over here, hit the enter key. So one by one you run all the command, paste it, hit the enter key. Paste it, hit the enter key. Now once this is done, restart your computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to use Ethernet connection. So if your computer has a Ethernet port, and if you have an Ethernet cable, you can use the wired connection to connect to the network, and that will give you stable connectivity. So you can use the Ethernet connection and then launch the game and then check. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if nothing is working, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on uninstall. Now after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.